This is my first time. I'm about to leave the house in Brenham, Texas. This is my first time to ever be on a deer lease in my life. I'm sitting in my truck here, and I wanted to record it because, man, I don't know what to expect. I was blessed enough to be able to own a ranch for 17 years, sold it a few years ago, and it was a hunting ranch in the hill country of Texas. So we're headed to, I got a good friend. He's been on a lease for years and years, and he invited me to get on this one. So I said, oh, I'll go ahead and get on it. So we're going to go to Harper, Texas. It's near Harper, Texas, I believe. It says I'm in Brenham, Texas. So it's about a 3.5 hour drive from here, and we're about to leave. And I'm just going to document it because I got no idea what to expect. Never done a deer lease. Been blessed enough to own my own property. Got family. Both sisters have ranches that, you know, one of them in particular, well, I can hunt on both of them, really, I guess. So anyway, we're headed off to my first deer lease at 53 years old. Never been on a deer lease, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, here we are. We are headed to the ranch. I'm gonna go straight here. Uh-oh, hold on.
The destination.
Good sign. There's some deer standing back there in the woods. So this is the road into the deer lease. Man, oh man, it's a trail. So my first time on a deer lease. We'll see how this goes. David was kind enough to come and find me on the four-wheeler so that I can find my way in here. It's quite a trek. I think it's a couple miles. We've gone back off the main entrance. So looks like an opening up here. Maybe we're getting close. Here is the these are the camp houses here, and this is kind of a cleanup weekend. Get ready for deer season. Pretty darn early. It's hot here in Texas. So okay, this is the beautiful camp house at the deer lease. Not exactly fancy, but sufficient, I think. We got a stove over here. We got a bathroom that I don't even want to look in. Here's a refrigerator that they leave open. I think it's like cupboards. Got a freezer. This one actually works. Yes. And this is I guess the kitchen table. And we're coming in here where all the guys are telling stories in here.
These guys have been a couple for a long time.
These two have been a couple.
Is that right?
That's right.
They're right. They're right.
Don't fight it.
They've been together since '76, he said.
And I appreciate your being so open-minded,
That's
David.
right. That's right.
So this is the camp house. Here's my bed, which I made up really nicely. I got new sheets on it, a little sleeping bag, and most importantly, since we're in the Texas Hill Country and it's August, I have a heater here. Okay, here's the first deer lease. This is the blind. We went up and checked it out. They had some wasp issues, so we got rid of, well, we didn't have to on this one, but one of the guys here had bad wasp issues. There's the deer feeder we just put up. There was one exactly like it apparently, but not sure if hogs or axis or something actually destroyed it, like it got an antler stuck or something. So this is it. These are the two lease leaders here.
That's right.
How many people are on the lease?
9.
David and David.
1,500 acres here.
Is it 1,500? Okay.
Yeah.
What are the, you've been on it for how many years? A long time, huh?
Let's see.
You guys both been on it at the same time?
I've been on it 8.
You've been on it 8?
13.
13 years.
Yeah, 13 years.
So when you came on it, were you the lease manager then? Or no?
No, I was just a little dumbo there.
So everybody else left?
Yeah, after I got on it and started killing all the big deer, everybody got off.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So 13 years.
That's right.
And you invited me to come on last year, so, and this is my first experience.
That's right.
On a deer lease. I've never had a deer lease.
Oh man.
So,
So he
what
gonna-
what are the rules? I mean, you told me one of them was like you got to make sure at least 2 people come together, right?
Right.
'Cause the owner doesn't want anybody here alone, right?
No.
Just for safety
Yeah, that's
purposes.
right.
Understandable.
Yeah. You
Um,
can kill 5 deer.
5 deer, one
Three-
big buck.
Three does, 1 cold buck, and 1 big trophy.
What do we consider a cull? That's a good question.
Anything you wouldn't want breeding. Brow ties missing.
You sent me a
Oh,
picture yesterday of one I wouldn't want breeding. The one on the top right in that picture looked like a 7-point. It was only a fork with and it was an older deer.
yeah, he could
On that
blast-
right side, I don't know if you look close
Yeah,
at
he
it.
can blast that out. Spike, old spike.
Okay, no, this was it looked like a 3-year-old with he's never gonna hit 8. It looked like
Something limping around that just
Okay.
he's wore out. But yeah, just use good judgment on that part. And then
Okay.
They can't shoot. Sacadose.
How many psych are out here? I mean, you see them every sit, or
No, there's not that
They're
many.
here.
They were trying to get more of them.
okay, you're seeing them though. I mean,
Socket buck, any kind of axis doe or buck you can shoot.
what else you see?
Black buck.
We're in the hill country, by the way, Harper, Texas.
Yeah, black
near
buck.
Harper.
Black buck are out here.
Black buck?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, if you shoot them, they go bonging along there, boing, boing.
Just the
boing.
bucks though.
Anything.
Anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can shoot any kind of exotic.
Any elk, red stag, or
We've seen some of that too.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, you should have some crazy stuff because
Yeah.
we're kind of. I mean, this is kind of the heart of the hill country, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a big high fence ranch over here, and
there's one on the way in,
And,
right?
we try to
Mm-hmm.
regularly cut that fence at that one. Over here. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
You're gonna see David messes
I'm just
around a
kidding.
lot.
I'm just
He's a
kidding.
good Christian man. He wouldn't cut a fence. I promise you. People watch this and be like,
I'm trying to locate
"That's them
you."
sons of guns that cut fences. That's him." All right, so this is deer season 2024, Texas. We're near Harper, Texas, in the hill country, and this is my first time on stand. Well, actually, deer season's not open yet. We're just out here looking to see what we got. So it doesn't open until Saturday morning. So we're gonna keep an eye out for some exotics and see what we got for deer. We've looked at our camera pictures and there's a lot of good ones. So feeder should go off in about 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. It's the night before the season opens, and I'm here looking at bucks. I looked at them yesterday and this morning also. We get one cull and one mature buck on this piece of property. So you can see here we've got some nice, it looks like 2 and 3 year old bucks. I think I found the one I'm going to shoot, but I'm having a hard time. These are too young. If you go over here, I'm going to show you this older buck. He's pretty tempting. But I don't know about him compared to, there's a real wide buck that wouldn't score as much. This one's, he's only an 8 point, but he's definitely mature. So I think that I might take him. But there's a really wide 9. His tines are not long, but he's so wide and heavy and unique. If he comes out, I'll be really tempted to not take him. But this one's a beautiful buck and an older buck. So we'll see what happens. We got some turkeys out there. Season's open, but wind's terrible, weather's terrible. Just kind of hoping for some big bucks, but waiting for old Flat Top to come. He's really wide and flat, so he hadn't showed up. David was just about to come get me. It's 8:30 and this big 8 showed up, but I think that's the same one that I've been seeing, so I'll probably let him go, but I really didn't expect any more bucks to come in. Let me see how wide he is. I really want that really wide one, but he's a good one. He's tempting for sure. He's an old 8. He's big, big. Let's see how wide he is. Gotta get him to put his ears out. Oh, I think David's coming. he'll like some. No, maybe not. Anyway, he just came in. He hadn't been here all morning. Just came in. Okay, folks, I looked at a lot of deer, and we're near Fredericksburg, Texas, in the Texas Hill Country, and this is my first year on a deer lease, and these are some small-bodied deer. I don't know what this thing weighs, not much, but I looked at a lot of deer, a lot of mature deer. My feeder just went off. I saw this 9. And they're all pretty comparable out here. I mean, nothing, I hadn't seen any monsters. I watched him a long time this morning. I decided to take him. So this is what I got, my first year on a deer lease. I don't know, you guys guess what he scores. We'll score him, but not much for brow tines, and his, you know, he's got a 9th point there. It ain't much length to it either, but of the big ones that I've seen, he's they're all pretty comparable, so not a lot of monsters, just this is what you got, but fun hunting and lots of deer for sure. So anyway, great time, a good bunch of guys, first time on a deer lease, and still got a coal to get, but fun hunt. So I got me a really good coal buck. He's only a fork on one side. He's 3 years old. Dropped him right at the feeder. 3 years old, just got a fork on one side. Never gonna be any better than he is already. And buck down, we got him. Very nice, very nice. I was patient, waited. The big buck came in. He's a coal buck. We were looking for him. He's only a forky on one side, and he's at least 3.5. So he's on the ground. We're gonna walk over here and take a look.
Hey, I want to welcome y'all to Pioneers Outdoor Hunting Show with Craig Corliss. He is an expert marksman, and we're gonna see if we can track this big boy down.
And thank that cameraman, the pit boss, David Hughes.
Yeah, this was a more difficult shot, about 225 yards. What kind of gun were you shooting?
I was using the old Ruger American 243, 100 grain.
Okay, we're still trying to get a sponsor for a scope. What kind of scopes are we gonna recommend?
I don't like the scope, so I wouldn't use them.
Okay.
so if Leupold wants to sponsor me, I don't want their sponsorship. I want somebody good to get that thing off there.
We're looking for Vortex, somebody to come alongside us here. Always.
All right, this is him.
Woo-wee.
He's looks at least, man, 3.5. I think he's maybe 4.
Oh.
But this is the one the pit boss told me I could take, because he ain't ever gonna get. He ain't ever gonna get. You know, that's all he'll ever be on this side's a fork. So, and that's a great coal. You know, we get to shoot him. He's still a nice deer.
Yeah.
But he's never gonna be anything but a fork on this side. So, pretty boy, older deer.
Man. Good one to take out.
In the hill country, there's small deer here anyway. Little bitty guy, but he's definitely he's at least 3.5.
Wow,
but great time to take this cull.
Yeah.
I mean, when he gets to 3.5, you know he's never going to get any more points. You know.
Right.
That's all he's ever going to be.
Exactly.
Only going to be a 7-point for the rest of his life.
Man.
So.
That was a good one then. Good one to take.
Awesome.
Well, good shot. Yeah. Good morning. Got it early this morning, 7:30, and thank God for the opportunity and harvested another big buck here in Gillespie County.
There we go.
Congratulations. Amen. Hallelujah.